Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast, Tennessee Titans Weekly. Jacques. Jacques. What up, folks?
Yo.
What is going on? Tighten up. Instead of Chiefs Kingdom, Titans Kingdom. We are here with a big, huge victory over the Kansas City Chiefs, 27-3. Jacques, you were there, sir.
Oh, yes.
You were there in full go, bro.
Oh, yes.
Man.
Oh, yes. It was a little toasty game, but it was cool, man. It's like it really felt like, and I have a couple people that I sit beside, that it's like we never left the stadium. It's like we took a nap and we woke up and we were playing the Chiefs. And that's what it felt like. It was the same atmosphere. Not as electric because, like, it's Monday night, you prime time, everybody's going and playing the Bills. But it was one of those things where you still had the crowd into it. We still was the energy. Yep. Hey, it was there. But like I said, it felt like I just blanked and I was there again. So it was cool, man. It was cool.
Yeah. Well, when you look at this game, I mean, Kansas City, they were favored. And what'd you tell me before the show, Jacques?
What are you talking about?
The spread.
Oh, we messed the spread up.
We did.
We messed it up bad. We messed it up bad.
We did.
Like you said, as Ryan said on the previous show that we had, shout out to Ryan from Kansas City representative, man.
That's right.
He literally was right. He said, man, if you're going to bet, you bet with the Kansas City Chiefs, not against them. And I guess he lost some money on that. But the spread is Vegas is pissed right now. Like the really Titans keep pissing Vegas off, and they probably don't understand why.
That's right. Well, as we mentioned, even on Twitter, on Instagram, man, we're proud of these boys, man. They came through. We didn't eat a lot of Memphis barbecue. We had a lot of Kansas City barbecue, bro, and it tasted great. You know what I'm saying? So the Chiefs come down here, and we represent it. So congratulations again to the Titans. We're now 5-2. If the playoffs started today, we'd be the 3 seed. I thought it was going to be the 1 or the 2 seed.
No, we do the 2 seed.
Okay. They said the Raiders are the 2 seed and the Bengals are the 1 seed.
When I went back and looked at it, it was the Bengals are the 1 seed and the Titans are the 2 seed. But if it had changed, if it's changed, and it's changed, I guess.
Right. But congratulations again to the Titans with an upset, at the end of the day, and we owned them the entire game, Jacques. So speaking of these Kansas City Chiefs, bro, again, you were there 100%, saw the atmosphere and everything. So what are some of the reasons as to why we beat the Kansas City Chiefs?
Okay. So one reason is we started fast. And I said it on our previous show, the offense has to get going and has to get started fast.
Yep.
We started fast. I mean, on the first couple of possessions, Tannehill, I think he threw 11 straight balls. 11, okay? Now, it's hard to know that when you're at the game because you're in the atmosphere, you're looking at everything, you're there, right?
Yep.
So it was just like natural to us. It's like, okay, he completed another pass, and he completed another pass, and he completed another pass until the guy that was to my left was like, oh, man, Tannehill just had his first incompletion, and that was 11 in. I said, wow. I said, that's impressive, Tannehill. But the fast start, it was amazing. Like, to see how they mixed it up on offense. I think 9 different players got a catch, right?
Yep.
So when you're that balanced against a team like the Chiefs, who you got to keep them off the field and start fast. If you start fast and keep them off the field, you good. Second, we won in time of possession. Time of possession, we killed them in time of possession.
Man.
Time of possession. The Titans dominated that actually the whole game. If I'm looking at the stats correctly, they dominated time of possession the whole game. Okay. Yep. Amazing. Third point, turnovers, right? You created turnovers at the right time. Okay. Yep. You took advantage of your opportunities. Byard with a fumble, right? Sean Evans with an interception. Who else? I thought they had a fumble in late in the game, but those 2 particular turnovers were huge because they killed the momentum and they turned the tide of the game, right? So that's for me. Now I'm gonna leave some more meat on the bone for you, Hawk, because I don't want to give everything away.
I got you.
But I'll let us, man. What was some of the reasons we won the game on your end?
Well, I would say this, man. The offense and the defense both played a hell of a game, coaching wise, right? I look at Shane Bowen, right? I look at the fact that he did an unbelievable job in setting up our players to be successful in sacking the quarterback, right? When you look at that, it's like, wow, 4 sacks this game, right? Had the offensive line turning around all game. And you and I spoke on the pregame with Ryan as well. You know, again, shout out to Ryan on the pregame. We felt that that was an opportunity. And to the fact that Patrick Mahomes left this game, they say he didn't have a concussion, but boy, we had him rattled. We really did, man. And Jeffrey Simmons, Danico Autry, Bud Dupree, shout out to Bud Dupree out there playing. The defensive line, they're playing with a lot of energy. And as mentioned, if the Tennessee Titans on defense can rank maybe 13, 14 or better, we're going to win the Super Bowl. And you saw that today. We played like a top 5 defense today. And the Kansas City Chiefs, the number 1 scoring offense in the NFL, had 3 points. Understand that, 3 points. So first of all, I'm giving the credit to Shane Bowen. On the other side, I'm giving it to Todd Downing. And this is why I say this. Do you know who set up the offense great, in my opinion? Was Derrick Henry. It's unbelievable when they would fake it to him. The whole team suckered up to Derrick Henry, trying to make the tackle. And it left a lot of people in one-on-one situations, right? Every big play that you saw it as a one-on-one situation. And we know Kansas City can't guard A.J. Brown. They cannot guard Julio Jones. It allowed the whole offense to be open. And Kansas City sold out on stopping the run. And they did a decent job, right? Because Derrick Henry had I'm saying only like 86 yards. It's a terrible game, right? But to his standards, you know, it was a kind of a low game for him, 3 yards a carry. But if you see the play action, I'm telling you, Todd Downing was serving that Kansas City barbecue, man. This is what we were eating on the field today, that barbecue. And that set up the offense perfectly for us in the passing game. That's why so many players were open. Even on the touchdown that Derrick Henry threw to Michael Pruitt. Ryan Tannehill was wide open even on that play. A.J. Brown was wide open on that play. And Michael Pruitt was wide open as well on the touchdown. The whole defense sucking in to try to tackle Derrick Henry, left it wide open for the touchdown. I'm giving this game to the coaches. The coaches did a hell of a job this game. They completely outcoached Andy Reid, Eric Bieniemy, and the entire Chiefs organization. Great job, Tennessee.
I agree. And like you said, they won on all 4 phases of the game.
Yep.
Coaching, special teams, offense, and defense. And it really showed for what they were doing. They were prepared, and they came off a short week too. That's another thing. We got a victory on Monday, coming out from a short week on and had to play Sunday. That's amazing, man.
That's right. That's right.
Salute to them boys. And Brett Kern too. I do want to talk about him as well real quick.
No paper, sir.
Brett Kern is back, and we didn't punt until correct me if I'm wrong, it was late. Third quarter. It was third quarter. First point came in third quarter. So salute to them boys.
Yep.
So who is your playettes? I don't care. Who's your players of the game? It can be more than one. It can be one. Who would talk to us?
So in the pregame, we discussed players that we felt that could have a big game. And we excluded Derrick Henry because we could say that every game, right?
Right.
I stated that it would be Arthur Juan Brown. And that's exactly what he did. A.J. Brown had 8 targets, 8 catches. Think about that, right? Every target he had, he made a catch. 133. What's that?
Was it 9 targets or 8? 8 catch. 8 targets.
He had 8.
Okay.
He had 133 yards receiving. 133 yards, right? And a touchdown. 16 yards a catch, right? AJ was a problem on the field. They couldn't stop him. And all the plays that I saw was one-on-one against their corners. And as we all know, they cannot guard Arthur Juan Brown. And the way the offensive play calling took place, the play calling was perfect today. We had half run, half pass the entire time of the game, right? So when it was time to throw the ball, that's who Ryan Tannehill was looking for. Again, 133 yards receiving. He had 91 the last game. So as time is going on, A.J. Brown is back, okay? If he plays like this, with Derrick Henry running the football and our defense playing the way that it is, we're not going to get beat much at all by anybody. We're on the track of being victorious, period. So offensively, I'm going to say A.J. Brown. I am. defensively, it's a lot of players I could say, hey, they played the best. But for some reason, I'm going to give it to Kevin Byard this game, okay? The Patrick Mahomes run, Kevin Byard literally allowed him to sort of go around him so he could make the tackle and punch the ball out, right? Because he had a time he could have just went up front and tackled him up front. He sort of like, well, come around him. I'm gonna go around you real quick and knock the ball out. And that was one of the biggest turnovers of the game. Plus, did Kansas City make any successful throws deep middle? No, not at all. Why is that? Kevin Byard was out there playing. And then when Byard was guarding Travis Kelce solo, one-on-one, there's nothing Kelce could do. He locked Travis Kelce up to the point Kelce was so frustrated with Dave Cruikshank, everybody. I mean, Travis Kelce, he had 7 catches. Again, he gets a lot of catches. Don't get me wrong. He had 65 yards, but they were not impactful, right? It was towards the end of the game. They only had 3 points again. So Kevin Byard, representing Middle Tennessee State, and that boy Arthur Juan Brown for me, man. What about you, Jacques?
Well, for me, I'm going Ryan Tannehill. And I don't know if I said that in our pregame. I don't remember. But I'm going Ryan Tannehill. When we know, like you said, Derrick Henry, we could clichély said Derrick Henry's the player of the game, right?
Right.
Like you said, Derrick Henry had 29 carries for 86 yards. This is how you're supposed to play, right? Derrick Henry is our star. He's our focal point. If it wasn't for him, a lot of this wouldn't be happening, right?
Yep.
But I hear a lot of people say, well, can Tannehill win us games? Can Tannehill, which he's done it before. But I like what Tannehill did. Even though he had an interception, that's a little fluky play, but 21 for 27, 270, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He had a running touchdown. He had that 46-yard pass to A.J. He's woken up. Another touchdown to A.J. Brown. Was killing it, man, killing it. And when he threw to, I believe they said 9 different players, okay? He spreaded the ball very evenly, and he spreaded it the way that we were doing it last year. And this offense is woken up, not only just having Derrick Henry wake up. Derrick Henry, like he woke up before everybody. Now Tannehill's waking up. Now, well, Tannehill's already been woken up, but everybody else around him supporting Cass is starting to wake up. So I like what Tannehill did today, just distributing. And for me, for defense, I'm going actually to Nico Autry.
Autry.
I like what Autry has done since he's gotten here. Me and you we love that pick when we picked it up. Matter of fact, we loved it better than the Bud Dupree pick.
Facts, no paper.
I feel like the Colts are missing him. I do. And I think he was a big key to their defense. And I think they disrespected him. But, hey, we'll take him. Thank you. He had 2 sacks, okay, on key moments. All right. I like what Denico Autry is bringing. He had a good game Monday, too. Yeah. So, for me, on the defensive side of the ball, like you said, Hawk, you've been saying this. If we can keep balling like this, hey, we good. In the part you failed to mention, Hawk, is we haven't even got Julio Jones involved. Mm-hmm. You seen a Julio sighting today. Yes, we did. But I think it's just gonna get better and 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 better. So that's for me on the defense side of the ball, man.
Gotcha, dude. Gotcha, man. Gotcha. Julio right now, they just got him on the wraps right now. It's like, bro, you good. We got you. Because when the playoffs come, I can't wait, man. So, so Jacques, so speaking of that, man, you know, the playoffs, and we're still not quite. We're almost there in midseason, getting close. We still got a lot of games left to play. We do. And we have a lot of AFC teams that we got to play as well, too. And even in our division. But, man, we just beat the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs 2 weeks in a row, right? So what do you feel as far as the impact from this game when you talk about the AFC? Like, about the Titans, where are we in this thing, man?
So this is huge. This is a huge win, okay? Not only were you able to beat, then remember, this is going into the season. These 2 teams are the teams to beat. These 2 teams are the AFC favorites. You have to take care of business when you beat the best, right? And we just went in there. We beat the best Monday, the number 1 defense. And I want to say at the time they were the number 1 scoring offense as well. So we went in there and beat them. We competed with them and we had a hard game. Then we come to this game, this particular game. And I think everybody's kind of shocked, not only what we did offensively, because we know, well, I'm not going to say shocked on offense, because this is what we kind of expected. The offense is waking up. But defensively, I don't think anybody expected what we did on defense to bust it open like how we did and to win like how we did. So this is super impactful because what you're seeing around the AFC, we seen what the Bengals did. They put a schlonking on the Ravens. I mean, they 41 hung them on the Ravens, right?
Yep.
If we go down the list and we look at the AFC, you got the Bengals, the Raiders, the Ravens. We just beat the top two in the Chiefs and the Bills, right? You still got the Colts. I'm even thinking about some more AFC teams that I can really be like, are they in the mix? Because you got quite a few of the Chargers.
Yep.
When I look at those teams and I look how the Titans just beat these two teams and how they beat these two teams, the Titans can win any game they want to.
Facts. No paper, sir.
They can beat anybody in the AFC and the NFC, right? I've just said is which Titans team want to come to play? Do they want to come to play today or do they just want to chill? You know what I mean? Yep. But defensively, when you can rush your front four like that, that's huge, okay? You said it. It's Tampa Bay-ish, okay? We know what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers did in the Super Bowl. They gave us everybody the blueprint. If you got four guys that can rush the passer and get to the passer, you're good.
Yep.
We had 4 sacks, okay? We had 4 sacks. This is less, I think, the most we've had in a game, right? And this is going to keep climbing. Harold Landry had 1. Bud Dupree, hey, he had his first sack as a Titan. 2 from Danico Autry, right? So this is super impactful because this tells me you can compete with anybody in the AFC. I don't care who it is.
Yeah.
You can compete with anybody. And we just beat the 2 talented teams on paper, okay? So when it's time to, if we play the Raiders in the playoffs, am I scared? No. And it takes that factor of the worriness out of me. I don't know about anybody else, just my opinion. I'm not worried about the Titans no more, right? Usually as a Titans fan, you're worried, okay? Even when we went in to half 27-0, were you worried, Hawk?
Nope, I wasn't. Okay. I knew Kansas didn't have enough.
Exactly. I was the same thing. I was the same way. I said, man, defensively, the Titans are playing lights out.
Yep.
Kansas City doesn't have enough firepower right now to get it going. So my worriedness as a Titans fan has went down here. So now I'm going into games like, okay, I'm going to be honest with you. I was a little bored that second half.
Wow.
It is kind of strange to say, but it was kind of boring. I was like, okay, this is kind of boring because what the Titans do, I'm not used to this. But the impact, this is huge. This is going to be a national story. Now, I don't know how the national media is going to spin this. They're going to probably say, well, how the Chiefs lost the game versus trying to give the Titans credit, which I'm fine with that. Let's keep it that way. But the impact is huge. It just tells me we can beat anybody, not only in the AFC, but the NFC too. So what about you?
The impact is huge, 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 all capital letters, because Buffalo and Kansas City. Now, Kansas City before this game was not considered in the playoffs out of the 7 teams. They were in the bubble as a 9 seed, but we know Kansas City can turn it on and move quickly, right? Mm-hmm. But we've now just pretty much demolished those dreams for them, okay? Unless they go on a crazy win streak, okay? So for us, again, this is another AFC victory, right? The only AFC team that we've lost to is the New York Jets. That's crazy. But, we have beaten those big primetime teams up front. Buffalo, Kansas City, we've beaten the Colts. So when you look at the rest of the season, I mean, we got the Colts again. We got the Miami Dolphins. We got the Patriots. Of course, we got the Jags. Who now? I'm sorry?
The Texans.
Yeah, and the Texans twice, right? So we have put ourselves in a very good position because this was the meat of our schedule, right? And I would have been good, and shout out to that boy Juggernaut. I would have been good out of these 4 games 2-2. Looks like it's going to be much better than that. We already 2-0, right? We got the Colts next, and we got the Rams, okay? So we are in a really good spot in the AFC, and I don't think many teams want to see us. And what I've been most impressed with, a lot of times we've lost a lot of games at home. That's not been the case lately because the home crowd is really bringing it, and it's really made an impact. Derrick Henry said that. Ben Jones said that. It's like the crowd has really fed them a lot of energy for them to win, and they really enjoy that from the crowd. Makes it seem like, the Titans from back in the day, when our crowd was arguably the best crowd in the NFL when it came to crowd participation and filling out the stadium. It's been 2 weeks in a row we sold out. So that lets you know that, hey, the city's behind the team. We're ready to win. It's a major impact right now, definitely.
Right. By the way, just an announcement, we broke another record. Today's game was 69,484. Monday's game was 69,419. So no, you're right, Hawk. We in there. Yep. We in there. We in there. Yep. We in there heavy.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Yep.
So, let me talk to you real quick.
Okay.
Are the Chiefs that bad, or are the Titans this good?
Wow.
It's an open question.
That is. And so I could easily say both. Okay. I could say that's both because there's a bit of both in this. Okay. I think the Chiefs are bad. I do. But I'm going to answer it on one side here. I'm going to say the Titans are that good. I'm going to say that. And I say that on offense, we're right now unstoppable. I think if anything, I hope our offensive line can just stay healthy. That's been a question mark, at the tackle spot. Safo's been up and down all season. That's my main concern. If they are fine and they're good, we're unstoppable on offense because we can pass and run the ball. No one in the league can run like we do. Okay. We are a smash mouth team. We can battle against. I'm not scared of anybody. Okay. It's been like that for several years. But definitely this year, even going into the season, the preseason, I said, if the defense could be at least 13, 14, somewhere in that mix, we can win the Super Bowl. I've never said that. So it's not no fandom stuff. It's real. It's reality because I already knew the offense was already good last year. I knew we were going to be better this year. We were the top 5 offense last year, right? So you got that. But the defense, okay, showed out this game. And it showed to say, hey, Kansas City, you only scored 3 points. We rushed the passer. We did an incredible job in the pass game. We did a great job in tackling the running game. They didn't even run much. Patrick Mahomes is their leading rusher, and I'm fine with that. We live with that all day. So I actually think it's the Titans. The Titans are that good. We're on a roll right now, folks. Put some butter on that roll because we rolling. Okay. So I think that's where we're at, man. What about you, Jacques?
So I'm gonna say the Titans are that good because you got to look at who you played. You played the Bills Monday night. And the Bills thought they were going to come out, and shout out to Rico and the Buffalo Fanatics, but they thought they were going to come out and steamroll the Titans and didn't realize that you ran into a good team, right?
Yep.
Don't forget, it's the Kansas City Chiefs, okay? You still have Patrick Mahomes. You still have Kelsey. You still have Tyreek Hill. You got Josh Gordon out there. You got Miko Harden. You have it's still the freaking Chiefs. Defensively, they might have fell off, but everybody thought this was going to be a shootout. So, no, the Titans are that good.
Facts, no paper, Jacques.
I mean, and the scary part about it is defensively, they've gotten better, okay? I peeped the defense in the preseason, and people like, you crazy, da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, okay, I will play crazy until you see what we have. And now you're seeing our front four, our defensive line, which is the strongest unit. And then you look at the linebackers and David Long, who had a good game. David Long is playing like a madman, right? Yep. But you also did it with this is if I was a Kansas City Chiefs fan, I would be embarrassed because they did it. Patrick Mahomes couldn't go off on the DBs that we had, right? Yep. We had 3rd string and 4th string DBs in there, and they still outcoached you with those particular DBs. Right. Okay. So the Titans are that good. And if anybody from Colin Cowherd, because he's going to be talking trash and talking crazy, I'm fine with not having media attention and national attention. I'm fine with that. They play good that way. Let's continue that way. So the Titans are that good. I give credit to the Chiefs, but the Titans are a good team, and you ran into a good team. You're still a playoff team at the end of the day. So
that's right. And Jacques, you know who had a higher quarterback rating between Patrick Mahomes, who you got to be an MVP, quarterback to be an MVP, and Derrick Henry? Derrick Henry. Ain't that crazy? Yeah. Ain't that crazy? Yeah. So
you should give him the MVP now because he threw a touchdown pass.
That's right. That's the whole microcosm of this thing, right? So yep. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. That's right. Well, folks, that is the show, y'all. As always, thank you for tuning in. A great job again by the Tennessee Titans, 5-2. Eating some Kansas City barbecue sauce tonight. Put it on your pork sandwiches, hamburgers, whatever you want to put it on. Put your Kansas City barbecue sauce on it. Again, thank you for joining into the show. You can catch us on Instagram at Tennessee Titans Weekly, as well on Twitter at Titans Weekly 24/7. Check us out as well on Apple. We'll do another show tonight, Talking Titans with the homies. So check out the Apple and Spotify. Sometimes we forget to say Spotify. It's on Apple and Spotify. Check them out. We're on there as well. If you want to email us at TennesseeTitansWeekly@gmail.com.
Like I say every show, please share the show. Tell your auntie, your uncle, your cousin, your dog, your cat. Share the show. We get this content out there. We're trying to get in the YouTube algorithm, so just get us out there. Also, when you share the show, cut the subscribe. When you subscribe, there's a little bell right there. Click that bell and let you know when we go live and we post any new content. So just do that, okay? And people, let's get to the Colts. Let's take it a mantra of take it one day at a time and one game at a time. and we'll get to the Super Bowl.
That's correct, sir. Absolutely. So tighten up, or Titans Kingdom over Chiefs Kingdom. We was go Titans. Exactly. So wait, check again. Good seeing everybody here. Check us out. We're gonna discuss about the Colts. Can't wait, man. So to you and yours, as we always say, Jacques.
Yes,
Facts.
no paper.
Yes, sir.